Just to clarify, I'm currently RC in Mexico, but until recently I was RC in Costa Rica, so I'll be speaking from both experiences. Thank you, Your Excellency. Digital technologies, as we've heard, are transforming governments, economies, and societies. As resident coordinators, our role is to bring together the capabilities of the UN system and translate them into tangible results at country level. Our work revolves around three interconnected pillars: data, analysis, and response. Data to understand where countries stand, analysis to identify risks, opportunities, and priorities, response to accelerate sustainable development outcomes. But everything starts with data. What data is available, what data is missing, and how do we access timely, reliable data to inform national strategies and guide our work? With this in mind, in Mexico, we're transforming our common country analysis into a digital dashboard, bringing together data from multiple sources into a single platform. This tool will not only provide real-time insights, but also alert us when key indicators are moving in the right or wrong direction, enabling early warning, but more importantly, early action. Effective evidence-based policymaking requires stronger data systems and digital capabilities. For this, across the globe, UN country teams are continuing to invest in UN Info as an open data platform to track results, to strengthen accountability, and to ensure alignment between UN action and national priorities. Again, in Mexico, our results are now tagged directly against the indicators of the National Development Plan, creating greater transparency and coherence. Through platforms such as UNDP's Plataforma de Análisis para el Desarrollo, federal governments can access development indicators, poverty simulations, SDG monitoring tools, and digital learning, helping policymakers identify inequalities, monitor progress, and design evidence-based interventions. As the Deputy Secretary General often reminds us, no two countries are the same. That is why, as my colleague also mentioned, digital readiness assessments that are led by UNDP, ITU, and UNESCO have become an important starting point for countries seeking to assess their own strengths, their gaps in digital transformation, and identify practical pathways forward. Analysis, however, is only valuable if it leads to action. In Costa Rica, we established a UN Digital Innovation Lab to strengthen our own capacities and convene government, private sector, and innovators around practical digital solutions. Our first hackathon gave us Sofia Salud, an AI-enabled chatbot supporting the monitoring of adolescent pregnancies, led by UNFPA and UNICEF. CIMA Cierre, a predictive environmental and infrastructure monitoring system led by UNOPS and UNIDO, and Tempi, a multimodal AI-based educational tutor designed to close learning gaps in rural areas, led by UNESCO. For digital transformation to reduce, rather than deepen, social and territorial inequalities, digital equity must remain at the center of our efforts. Rural communities, women, indigenous people, and lower-income populations must benefit from digital transformation, not be left behind. In Costa Rica, through a joint SDG fund program implemented by UN Women, UN Habitat, and UNDP, municipal digital labs are helping expand digital literacy, inclusive internet access, open government initiatives, and local innovation. Finally, digital transition and artificial intelligence are not only reshaping development, they are also redrawing the map of opportunity. As resident coordinators, it is our responsibility to ensure that national and regional perspectives help shape global digital debates. Working with the Office for Digital and Emerging Technologies, we have supported national and regional dialogues on AI governance in Latin America and the Caribbean, helping connect global processes with regional priorities. These conversations are essential to ensure that global frameworks reflect the needs, opportunities, and challenges of all our member states. Your Excellencies, today my colleague and I have shared only a few examples of the data and digital solutions being developed at country level. I can assure you that resident coordinators around the world are working every day with governments and partners to develop tailored approaches that respond to national priorities and local realities. Ultimately, the role of resident coordinators and the UN development system in the digital space is straightforward. Data to understand, analysis to prioritize, response to deliver results. Through initiatives such as the UN Data Commons, Knowledge Hubs, and Expertise on Demand, UN80 offers a real opportunity to scale these capabilities across the system. I hope Member States will give their full support to these initiatives and continue to empower resident coordinators and resident coordinators' offices, not as gatekeepers, but as gateways to a more connected, effective, and impactful United Nations. Our objective is simple: to provide coherence instead of fragmentation, integrated solutions instead of isolated interventions, and to ensure that digital transformation advances national priorities and sustainable development outcomes. I thank you.